welcome back to our Supergirl episode review. Our thoughts on the season premiere of Supergirl Season 3, titled Girl of Steel.
Leslie's the real star.
And, as you guys know, I wasn't the biggest fan of Supergirl Season 2, mostly because of Tyler Hoechlin as Superman, and that's fair or unfair, you can say whatever, I don't really care. I'm just not a big fan of his portrayal of Superman and kind of what his Superman represents that I've gone on in the past, but I don't like it. But this, with all the CW shows this year, I've kind of kept my expectations like at bay, so that way like I'm not like super disappointed if the episode wasn't good. And this episode wasn't good.
It was really bad.
Like honestly, like I think this was honestly the most melodramatic episode of television I've ever seen in my life. I felt like I was watching
an episode of General Hospital. I laughed many times because it was
like,
so dramatic.
This show was about Supergirl, and like honestly, I know you're there.
I'm not human.
Even though I was trying to be.
Humans are weak.
I know.
Kara should never have existed.
Kara sucks. Kara Danvers sucks.
I know.
Oh my god. This was. Like, I try to be fair to television shows, especially with shows like on the CW, because it's like I know they can be melodramatic, but honestly, I've never seen a more melodramatic episode of television in my life. Like it was not good. I mean, the only things I liked about it were Lena. I thought she was really well done. I've always liked her character. I mean,
I felt bad for her when she said brunch tomorrow, and
Kara
just walks out.
And then one of the worst scenes of Kara was when she's like, "Excuse me." I'm just like,
he's like, "What are you gonna do?"
I know.
And then how obvious is it that she's like, "Oh, I gotta be somewhere," and then comes back with her glasses off.
I know.
Wesley, how do you feel about the episode?
He's like, I'm getting behind Dad because.
How do you feel?
He just puts his head down.
Same.
But there were some good aspects to the episode. Honestly, this probably could be a pretty short review, to be honest.
I don't have much positive to say.
I mean, the only things I can say I liked were that James was still trying to be like a boss, not just like. Yes, he's our friend, but she's like, hey, you haven't been doing your job. What? How dare you ask me to do my job? Like, what was that?
I'm Supergirl.
Like, and first of all, now she's going to dump. How the hell is she going to pay her bills? Okay, well, by the end of the episode, she's like back, I guess. But like, honestly, like if I were James, I would be like, no. Like, you've quit like how many times now?
Yeah.
Like, what's the... okay, well, last season she was fired. Like, that's my mistake. But even then, it's like... Kara is the most, like... I was such a fan of the show in season 1. I defended the show when, like, everyone else called it crap and garbage and all these things. I'm like, come on, guys, give it a shot. And then I was kind of on the opposite side of everyone when everyone started season 2. And everyone's like, oh, season 2 is awesome.
I really enjoyed last season. But I don't hate Mon-El the way you do. I mean, I don't love Mon-El. I don't think they're great together. Nick despises Mon-El. When he said wake up, he got irritated in the episode, which is kind of stupid.
But honestly, like of all the things that wake her up, like it's like her boyfriend is not even like around, like, and it's just, and I just don't like the fact that they forced that relationship to. What?
I just thought of at the end when they show Kara's mom, and you're like, is that a Snapchat filter?
And they're just like, ah!
Oh, and then when the lady, I'm sorry, it was like a comedy. When the lady went to save her daughter,
oh my God.
She's like,
oh my God, Wes, I'm sorry. I'm sorry,
I know it was a bad episode.
I'm sorry.
But it was just like, for the full 30 seconds, all she did was go like,
She didn't even say help. She's just like,
and then she lifted her hands like,
well, okay,
like you didn't know you were from Krypton?
Apparently not. But I guess if she was kind of as an infant and like someone found out and raised her and didn't tell her anything.
Keep in mind, I only know this stuff because he tells me stuff throughout the episode. I'm not like...
Because she was because at the end of last season, like, they kind of flashed back to when Krypton exploded and they showed this like weird cult kind of thing sending off another baby into space. So...
Is that ship that they showed?
I figured that's probably it. But like, and then like, I'm assuming that's the woman who was like, ah!
Basically, Nick knows what happened in all the comics and all the stuff that they may or may not do. I know nothing. I just randomly watch Supergirl and Flash with him. Sometimes I miss it. Sometimes I watch it. Mm-hmm. I don't follow that stuff. I just show up. So my opinion is completely outside of like. It's not like I have like a love for comics. Not that I have a problem with them, but so my opinion is like an outside perspective, I guess.
Yeah, but even then, it's like. It's so hard to defend Supergirl when it does stuff like this. And like last season, there are a lot of problems I have with last season, but like, I think Supergirl's issue from day one has always been its lack of focus. And like, honestly, what was the point of this episode?
Nothing happened.
Like
both of us thought that Maggie was gonna die.
Because
I did say I hope Maggie doesn't die because, I don't know if y'all follow on Tumblr, but every TV show kills every lesbian or cuts their leg off. So that's a big thing. And so we were worried they were going to do that, and I still think they may, because obviously she's leaving the show. They announced it through the summer, and it now says special guest star.
Which means she's out.
Basically means you're
Maggie
back.
Sawyer is out.
So
and then they create that like weird drama between
about
Alex
a big wedding. Like, what? How did that further the plot?
It didn't.
How did any of it, other than Lena buying the thing, but at the same
and
time,
the villain.
That didn't further the plot either, because Lena.
Just gave her.
That all happened in the same episode. Like, oh, this guy might take Catco. Oh, I'll buy it. It wasn't like a plot line for the season. She already bought it. Like
it created everything was resolved by the end of it.
And I don't like how Kara was basically saying like, oh, well, Kara is nothing because she doesn't have that man anymore. Like
that is honest, and that's because this show.
That's what bothered me. It was like. It's supposed to be so feminist and progressive, and
it does.
Her whole life was over as a human because she didn't have him. Who's still alive.
I know this.
He
It's not he's
die.
dead. No, I mean, that was like honestly one of my biggest issues was when she goes to Jean and she's like, do you miss your family?
Yeah, that.
He literally lost his family is dead. It's not like there's like floating off in space. Like literal family, like not some guy that you're boning for like 6 months and claiming claiming you're love. Seriously, that's what it was. It's like I don't want to get into that whole thing, but it's just like you can't compare the two. Like, it's not like he's actually dead. He may or may not be. You don't know, but, like, you flew him off in his face. So that's way different than, like, a family being murdered right in front of you. Like, your family being murdered right in front of you. That's, like, Kara was... I hated Kara this episode. I couldn't defend any of her actions. And I know that was kind of the point, but it's just...
Being human was stupid. Kara sucks.
I know, that whole scene in her apartment. Oh, my God. It's just...
It was not a good episode.
And honestly...
It felt like a filler episode.
I know, it didn't feel like a
felt like an overly dramatic filler episode of General Hospital. With some powers.
I know. And then, like, the villain who was, like, stealing... Like, we didn't get any of his motivation at all. He was just doing it because, like...
Yeah, why was he doing it?
Like, just for the sake... I mean, I guess because in the end it was, like, the one guy who's, like, Morgan Edge, who's, like, a somewhat... big villain in DC Comics who, like, I enjoyed. And I like the actor whose name was Adrian Pastar. He was in Heroes. He played Milo Ventimiglia from This Is Us, who was also in Heroes. His brother in the show. He played Peter Petrelli was Milo Ventimiglia, and he was Nathan Petrelli, I think. He was really good in that show, and I thought he was good in this episode. Like, he was fine. Like,
he was fine. He sounds like Michael Douglas.
And when she made the comment about him being like sounding like 90s in Michael Douglas movie. I had been thinking
that the whole time until they said that.
No, but like I thought that was fine. I thought the stuff with Leno was good. All the other stuff was just not good, and then
it was forced.
It was just.
I really wanted to like it.
I tried.
I didn't like it. I really hope Flash is good tomorrow.
Honestly, now I'm worried about Flash because it's like not the exact same people, but like.
Also, Flash, we all know he's gonna come back tomorrow.
No,
so
it's gonna be darker because he has a beard. Like that's gonna be.
He's seen some things.
I know, in the Speed Force.
This Is Us is also on tomorrow night, so we got that going for us.
I know, that's honestly the only thing. Of the two, I mean, Flash could be good. I don't know.
Hopefully.
I know.
Hopefully Supergirl picks up. I'm not saying we're not gonna watch. I mean, I know you'll pretty much always watch.
Yeah, I mean, unless it pulls an Arrow and doesn't.
That's what I was gonna say. You did quit Arrow for a while.
Yeah, and that, like, I put up with so much of Arrow's crap.
I never watched an episode of Arrow.
Like, if I were ever gonna like show you, I would only show you the first 2 seasons and like maybe
just don't
care. I mean, you like Batman. It's kind of like that.
I don't care. He's like cute in person, I guess.
Any comment? Any response? Stephen Amell responded to one of my comments on Facebook recently, so that was kind of cool. I don't know. There's not much else to say about this episode. I tried to like it. It was just there were so many laughable moments and scenes that weren't supposed to be laughable.
I think we laughed for the last 20 minutes.
I know. It was just so melodramatic. And then, like, what knocked her out underwater?
I don't know.
And like, wake up! Manel. It was just...
And then when she went to stop rock, the cannon, or whatever the hell it
The
was.
missile, whatever.
Yes.
She's like,
She puts her. I'm like, is she gonna put her face in it? Like.
we really tore this episode apart.
I'm sorry. I really like Melissa Benoist.
She's okay.
I'm
Honestly,
obviously a huge fan of Kyler Lee, but like,
she's
y'all need to get it together.
And honestly, she's never been the. I feel like Kyler Lee has always, no matter how bad the show has been, or like.
She's a great actress.
Yeah, and even in this episode, she was fine, but like. It was
her
just
story,
the melodramatic
her
stuff
plot line was stupid.
It was
I mean,
dumb,
she can't help that, but I mean, they had a fight for 5 minutes about if she wanted a big wedding.
Which, 6 months later, they're
and got over it in 30 seconds.
And first of all, they're having this discussion in public over the
while missiles are being launched.
Like when people are about to die, let's talk about our relationship issues.
But how are you doing?
I know. Just, oh God.
But who's gonna walk you down the aisle?
Well, not Dean Cain,
Let's
apparently.
cry about it.
Yeah, and I have some thoughts on Dean Cain, but we'll get into that a little later. In
I don't know if we want to get into that.
Yeah, that's a whole political discussion, but we'll see where the season goes. I'm not all thrilled about this episode.
Yeah, we can tell.
Yeah, I mean, I had more fun than I should have just making fun of the episode. Which I try not to do with these shows, but it just in this episode.
Yeah, I'm
just...
sorry. We're gonna get a lot of hate and dislikes.
Yeah,
this isn't my channel.
No, but like, and also like, I don't want to like offend anyone who likes the show or liked this episode. You guys are free to feel however you want about the episode. That's perfectly fine. These are just our thoughts on the episode. We just didn't like it. There's a lot.
I feel like there are shows that drama fits in, and if you like those shows, then you like this episode. But we don't come to watch the show for that drama.
Yeah.
I watch Grey's Anatomy for drama. Yeah. That was more dramatic than the premiere of Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah. Or melodramatic.
Yeah. So yeah, some people may have liked it, and that's totally fine. Not my favorite. Not
honestly,
my favorite.
I think I can honestly
ever.
say this in terms of my personal enjoyment. This was I would say this is the worst episode of Supergirl I've seen. And I
haven't seen that many. I'm literally just here.
So yeah, I mean, we'll see where the season goes. But again, if you guys enjoy it, that's perfectly fine. You know, and give us hate, whatever. I mean, don't
give us hate, whatever. Please don't.
like express how you feel. Like
yeah, please express your opinion in the comments next.
Yeah, yeah. So don't like attack us, but like whatever.
Well, we should probably just stop talking.
Yeah, I know. So, but thank you guys for sticking around through this whole.
If you
whatever
did.
it was, this whole review with us.
It's probably just us. No one will probably ever see this last 30 seconds.
Watching it like 100 unsubscribes.
I don't do it on my channel. Sorry about it.
But thank you guys for watching. If you guys like what you see here, or want to see any of our other stuff.
It.
Yeah. You guys check out any of the previous videos. If you guys like what we have to say, we also do a review of the show This Is Us.
Which we're a lot more positive than
which
usually.
we really are. Which we will be doing that tomorrow night, as well as The Flash.
This Is Us. Perfect example.
Yeah.
Dramatic.
Yeah. And then if you guys are DC fans, if you guys haven't seen the new Justice League trailer, or have, her and myself, my little brother, did the reaction to the brand new Justice League trailer. And
you can tell I have no idea what's going on.
So you guys can check that out on the channel. If you guys are fans of the DC films or DCEU, I do the DC Films podcast. You guys can listen to that. Or just check out any of the other videos on my channel. Thank you guys for listening, and until next time, have a good one.